Give me a minute. I want to respond to Paradox of Choice's comment here. This is related to the wealth distribution in Russia. And it's important to note that what that is, right? In Russia, according to the Boston Global Consulting Group, 500 oligarchs control about $640 billion, which is more money than 99.8% of the rest of the population has. And so in Russia, 0.00001% of the population controls more wealth than the other 99.8%. Now, Paradox of Choices says, well, when you said that, Petey, I thought you were talking about the United States because we have the same thing in the U.S. No, we do not. And I want to be very clear about that. Now, look, we have real wealth inequality in the U.S. that we should do something about. We should tax billionaires out of existence. But it is not as bad as in Russia, not nearly. Take a look at this chart. The top 10% of Americans control about $45 trillion. That's 3 times as much money as the bottom 90%. But it's the top 10%. In the United States, that's 34 million people, not 500. Now further, we have this middle class, right? The 51st to 90th percentiles, 40% of the population, right? Or roughly about 120 million people, 130 million people, who have got $14 trillion between them. They're living pretty good. And then that bottom 50% has about $1 trillion, and that's about 175 million people. Now, look, I'm not justifying this. I think it's wrong. I think it's bad. And it gets worse if we look at this trend. If we take that top 10% and we break it out into the top 1 and the top 9%, and then we shove everybody else down together, look at the trend lines. It's not good. Notice since 2004 how the bottom 90% are losing money, and the top 10%, it's getting concentrated in the hands of just those 34 million people. That's a bad trend. So Paradox of Choices, look, I don't disagree that we're trending in the wrong direction, that this is not how our economy is supposed to work. Americans are not supposed to suffer the worst depredations of poverty. That's what the New Deal was all about. That's what the minimum wage was all about. And when you see this trend line and know that we haven't had a minimum wage that was a living wage in 20 years, here's the bottom line. This is what happens. We talk all the time about how we can't afford to pay people $26 an hour, but we never talk about we can't afford to pay CEOs millions or billions. It's ridiculous. And it's got to stop. And Russia is the, what do they call it when it's an example? Is the object lesson writ large that we should all take from this. Thanks, Paradox.